Ayo, what is up everyone? My name is Strike and I do Star Wars. Do you notice anything odd about these following clips? Alright, well, if you haven't noticed it already, there is something obviously different about those two, being that the Westar 35 sound is just completely off in this scene in Mando Season 3. This is something that's kind of been bothering me about some of the new shows in general. So for instance, here we have how Boba Fett's EE3 sounded in The Mandalorian Season 2 compared to how it sounded in Book of Boba. So again, obviously different, and in my opinion, to the worse. In both cases, I think the sound they had in Mando Season 2 was perfect. It sounded really good, it sounded menacing, it sounded like a blaster. The new sounds they use for these instances just don't sound good. Like, Bo Katan's Westars right now sound like some really old video game sound for like suppressed guns. That's what it sounds like. And I don't get why they don't get this right. Like, the Westar sound has been the same since the Clone Wars, since Django even. This sound is not a hard thing to research. And they got it right in Mando Season 2. That's like the main thing why I'm so confused how they managed to get it wrong here. I really hope they manage to go back and fix it, because I really do feel like it, for me at least, it pulled me out of that scene. It's important to me, and I do think just to stay consistent, it's important that they sound the same. But yeah, I really hope they go back and fix the sounds, because I do think, especially a character like Bo Katan with a blaster that is so iconic at this point in Mandalorian culture, deserves to be heard in the correct way. And it's really a shame too, because the episode overall is fantastic. I absolutely loved it. But in these scenes, it just pulled me right out of it. It could be perfect, you know? Like, it could be so great. But then there is this thing that's just bugging me. And yeah, I don't know, maybe I'm probably in the minority on this one. But I still wanted to make a video about it because I do think it's important, because the sound design for the longest part had been consistent. It just kind of, hurts to see it, especially for some blaster that's that iconic. Yeah, I mean, overall, like, I'm gonna put up some screenshots, like, things like Bo Katan wielding the Darksaber, and just the shots of the Mandalorian Gauntlet and the N1 flying above Mandalore. It's an absolutely fantastic episode. I loved it. But then this just completely pulled me out of it. So I just wanted to share my thoughts, really just to get some awareness for this, and hopefully Lucasfilm will end up changing the sound to the correct one. I really do think it would be worth it. I really do think they should go back and fix it. I mean, they have done fixes like for Jean's guy in Season 2 of The Mandalorian and stuff like that, so I really hope they go back and fix it, and yeah, really looking forward to the following episodes of The Mandalorian. As I said, I really enjoyed this episode. This is just something that's been bugging me in general, and I will actually make a dedicated video on the blaster sound design in Star Wars, in current shows and media of Star Wars. So yeah, definitely keep your eyes open for it. This just gave me one more incentive to make a dedicated video on this, so definitely keep your eyes open for that. And I hope you have a good one. I hope you enjoyed the episode, and see you next time.